Hey, it's Richie from Rock Guitar. Hey, in this lesson we're going to go over part 2 of Peter Gunn by Henry Mancini, one of the greatest bass lines and riffs in all of world history. Yes, it is true. So in the previous lesson we did part 1, and I'll just go ahead and review it with you really quick. Okay, we started out with our first 2 notes, doing alternate picking, index, middle, the whole way through the song. We started with the first 2 notes as the top string. Just open E, like this. Okay, then our next 2, our third note, was our first finger on the 2nd fret of that top string with our index finger. We pluck that with our index finger on our right hand. And then we go to open E as our 4th note. Then we fretted the 3rd fret with our 2nd finger and pluck that with our index finger on our right hand. And then we went to open top string and pluck that with our middle finger. Just like that. So there are our first 6 notes in Peter Gunn. Now to wrap it all up, we only have 2 more notes. Can you believe that? 2 more notes to basically wind up this Peter Gunn theme and bring it all together. Now, this might be a little bit challenging for you. What we're going to do is we're actually going to shift our hand to the right a little bit. We started out kind of right in between the 2nd and 3rd fret, where our thumb was, and we're just going to shift our hand to the right and put our thumb right in between the 3rd and 4th fret. And that's a good spot for these next 2 notes. These next 2 notes, we're going to be using our 3rd and 4th finger on our left hand. So it's going to give our pinky and ring fingers a little bit of a workout. It's going to give you a little stretch, but this is going to be really, really good for you. It's going to get all your fingers moving, and it's a really, really great line. So you should be able to handle it. It's going to make your pinkies really strong. So, all right. Our next note is going to be played with our 4th finger, and we're going to do that right on the 5th fret of the top string. Okay, everything is just going to be played on the top string. Okay, so everybody take your pinky and hold that 5th fret down on that top string. Okay? All right, very good. All right, it's a little bit challenging at first. Okay? If you need to, you can put your 3rd finger behind it if you want. That's fine. Some of you might not need to, though. You can just go ahead and do this. All right? Okay, let's go ahead and give that a pluck with our right hand index finger. Okay, very nice. All right? Now our next note is going to be played as such. We are going to take our 3rd finger and put that on the 4th fret of that top string. And we're going to pluck that with our right hand middle finger. Okay, ready? And pluck. And that's it. Yeah. All right. So those are the final 2 notes in the Peter Gunn theme. Let's just go ahead and review that. We shifted our hand just a little bit from left to right, and we put our 4th finger down on that 5th fret of that top string. So go ahead and pluck that. Like that. Very nice. And then we used our 3rd finger and held down that top string on the 4th fret. And we pluck that with our middle finger. Okay. Very nice. And then it just goes back to the beginning. So let's go ahead and put parts 1 and 2 together. Okay? So keep in mind that your right hand is always going to be doing index, middle, index, middle, index, middle. It's never going to do index, index, or middle, middle. If you want to, you can try out middle index later. But for right now, let's do index, middle, index, middle. Okay? Here we go. So we're going to start out real slow. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and... Catch that? The key here is to be able to shift your hand just a little bit at the right time between parts 1 and 2. That's where you're going to shift your hand just a little bit to the right. Okay? Let's do it again, one more time. All right, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. And shift. And shift. Index middle. Great. That is it. That's the Peter Gunn theme right there. All right. Key is to play it straight. I'm sure some of you are doing it right now. Hey, that's really, really awesome. That's one of the world's greatest bass lines, just one of the greatest melodies of all time that the world has ever known. You know what's really cool about this riff? Is that you can actually do this on whatever string that you want. You can take this, let's just try the next string down. Let's take it to the A string, like this. Okay? So keep the same shapes, put your fingers on the same frets. We're just going to play on a different string. Okay? So let's try that out. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's try it on the D string. 1, 2, ready, go. I happen to like this one. This is good. I think that one's my favorite. But hey, you can take it to whatever string you want. You could even put it on this on your first string, on the G string right here. That's like a funky version of Smoke on the Water. All right, really cool. Yeah, take it and play it wherever you want. It's really nice, actually. This riff, now aside from it being a great riff and a great catchy melody, it's actually really good in developing your fingers. So I would actually recommend playing this on all 4 of your strings and doing it all the time and switching back and forth. Okay? All right. Well, you've mastered 2 great rock riffs, Smoke on the Water and Peter Gunn. Wow, you all have come a long way. Thank you all so much for joining me. My name is Richie from Rock Guitar, and really this 12-part video series has been absolutely a real pleasure for me, and hopefully it's been just the same for you. But you know what? This isn't the only video series on Rock Guitar, or here at Rock Guitar. We have many, many, many other video series to come. In the future, we're going to be putting up more and more songs, a lot of the more popular songs, out right now that you like to dance to, or perhaps you wish you knew how to play, from all of your favorite bands. We're going to learn to do that, and not just for bass too, but for all of the instruments, piano, guitar, drums, who knows what else. So all sorts of, yeah, and even singing actually. So there will be some vocal lessons too. So it's not just about playing with your hands here too. You get to shout and dance and sing a little bit as well here at Rock Guitar. So hey, this is the world's greatest online learning environment, and I'm so happy you could join me and all of the other instructors here at Rock Guitar. So till next time, my name is Richie from Rock Guitar. I will see you in the next lesson.